And you want to talk about momentum, let's talk about the accolades of the opponent of Fodder today. One Mr. Josh the Good Woods. Josh Woods, this is a guy who in 2017 won the top prospect tournament in Roe, defeating John Schuyler in the finals. He is, as you said, the man who defeated Jonathan Gresham for that pure championship. What could you do if you're Fodder to take down a guy like this, a man who's not just arguably one of the best in the world, but ranked by PWI as the 121st best wrestler in the world in the 2021 PWI 500, John?
And to dovetail on that, not only does he have a good background in the squared circle, but amateur as well. NCWA national champion and two-time NCWA All-American. A very impressive resume for the man challenging Fodder here today.
So many eyes on this contest today.
Yeah, Josh Woods looking like he's going to try to start off with Code of Honor, but Fodder having nothing of it.
Well, Fodder, he's a guy with focus, and he's very focused on his future. He doesn't care about honor. He doesn't care about respect. Bragging rights are second. He is all about the W.
And we're seeing that now as a little do-si-do. Good upper body strength by both men. Not the other one gaining the advantage in that collar elbow tie-up. I mean, Woods has a slight reach advantage. If I'm seeing things right, Steve.
I'll give you that, but who has the strength advantage here?
Neither. I mean, look at it. It's
that
just,
one's too hard to call, too close, too even.
Yeah.
And these guys, as you said, neither man giving an inch, so very evenly matched in the early goings of this one.
And rolling to the outside. And look at that, they're still locked up. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this, Steve.
No, both men used to being able to control the pace in the opening moments. Their strength and their knowledge, such a deciding factor. But against an opponent who is so very on their level, it's a different game, not just for them, but for us, for the commentators, for the fans viewing. This is the real deal.
Yeah, and look at that. I mean, still locked up when they roll on the inside. I've never seen anything like this, Steve, and I know you're a big viewer of wrestling. Have you?
Not for a hiccup in time, and I'd be hard-pressed to tell you when. This is the longest collar and elbow tie-up I've ever seen.
Yeah, and neither man,
Neither man gained the advantage.
No.
Although Josh Woods looks a little more confident, and Fodder, he's looking a little bit angry at the moment.
Yeah, and look at Woods still showing respect to Fodder. Oh, there's the knee by Fodder, though. Being ever the opportunist he can on Joshua Woods.
Well, Josh Woods wasn't aware of the kind of competitor he's in the ring with. He is now, and he's awake. Great arm drag, but answered in kind by Fodder. And the Psycho Boy getting tossed by an arm drag by Woods, who tries to sweep him. Fodder, though, I think tripped out of the way. And Josh Woods on top of him. Great use of the arm bar. Great press down on the deltoid.
Yeah, Josh Woods, also an experienced mixed martial artist. As we're seeing here, he knows how to bend parts of the body. He knows which way they can twist, which way they can't, which way that adds additional pain. And we're seeing that now. We're seeing Woods controlling that wrist like you've talked about so many times, Steve. Be able to lead your opponent around the ring.
Be able to control them. And you see that there. Brings Fodder down to the mat, right where he wants him, right where he can look at him, right where he can watch him.
And Woods has him grounded. But look at that. I mean, still wrenched in.
Well, Fodder no slouch. We know that.
No, not at all. There we go.
Woods, though, excellent use of that Greco-Roman knuckle lock. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone who can utilize it better.
I have to agree wholeheartedly with that point, Steve, as we're seeing here now. Josh Woods now, I mean, look at it. He's just still bending the hand back and forth.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, great control of the wrist, great control of the arm. and he knows so much amateur wrestling experience to mix in with his professional experience. He knows how to lead his opponent. He knows which direction he can make him go in if he pulls on that arm a certain way, and he is dominating the opening moments of this contest. So evenly matched early on, but right now the story is all Josh the Goods.
Yeah, Josh Woods, I mean, I can't remember ever seeing, well, I was going to say Fodder manhandled like this, but it looks like Fodder finally got in some offense.
Well, he's not out of this one. He's aware. He just has a very, very capable opponent on his hands.
Yeah, he can't even make a mild mistake, or Woods will capitalize on it. Oh! Look at that. Look at the way that right arm's just going in. The right hand's going in the arm, excuse me.
And both these guys making great use of this arm bar, but watching the tail of the tape, if you will, it may be time to change that strategy because they've figured out how to go back and forth. Maybe now's the time for a thumb to the eye if you're Fodder.
Whoa!
I mean, why not?
Because Fodder has respect
I don't think
for
his
his
opponent's
opponent.
ready for it.
He may not be ready for it, but Fodder has enough respect not to do
You
something.
think so? He didn't shake the hand. There was no code of honor. There's no code of broship out there. This guy's trying to win.
See Fodder get tripping Josh Woods there. But look at that. Fodder's just wrangling that hand back and forth.
Oh, yeah. He's endured some damage, but not so much that he's not going to stay on top of his opponent. We've said it time and time again. We watch so many of the young guys out here take too much time, not stay in the fight when they should be in the fight, taking too much time to enjoy a moment or to worry about the condition of their body. You're not going to see that from Fodder. Reversal by Woods.
And a hip toss by Woods takes Fodder down, but look at the speed of Josh. Whoa!
Well, that was not what I expected. Maybe got in the head of Fodder a little bit there. And he did go through with a follow-up, but I think if he would have kicked him in the head coming off the ropes, it would have meant so much more. Drops Woods across the ropes, does Fodder.
And Fodder needed that. But look at that. Josh Woods, one kick to the knee, and Fodder's already grabbing his knee. That's how devastating the kicks of Josh Woods are. But Fodder has Woods flipped over now. And the Psycho Boy preparing himself to figure out what else he needs to do here as he puts the boots to the Josh the Goods Woods.
Well, one thing you don't want to do is go in there too quick on a guy like Josh Woods. As we've seen so many times in this contest, when you're just going in to pick him back up from that lateral base, you're putting your arm near his hands, and he can take those apart. So Fodder very wise to not run in on him.
Yeah, if you notice, Fodder has slowed down the tempo of this match.
You have got to calculate the odds of success.
As Fodder drops the forearm, because I was thinking back to the match we called it just a month ago with Fodder and Moose, where Fodder was like a house of fire out there. He was running on full speed, but now Fodder being much more, going for that pin, methodical and slower here.
Well, speed not the best tool to utilize against a guy who knows how to use your momentum against you so very well. You don't want to get in there with an amateur wrestling champion and blindly utilize your speed.
What a snap suplex by the Psycho Boy now. Great use of the strength of Fodder, laying down Josh. What a leg drop. Good force by Fodder there.
And you see Woods had his hand across his throat there for a moment. And Fodder, he saw it too because he's going to work. He's got that arm under the chin. He might not be choking him, but he can still constrict against the sides of the neck.
And that's what we're seeing here as Josh Woods tries to get back up.
You see him going back and forth there, looking for which way he can lead the direction, looking for which way he can create an opening for him. And as he goes back and forth, you can see Fodder kind of opening up on the sides here. He really needs to lay down with that weight if he wants to keep him grounded, and it does not look good for him right now.
No, it doesn't. But Woods finds a way to get up. He rolls through, and a clubbing forearm stops Josh Woods from any offensive maneuvers.
Well timed, well calculated. He saw what's up. If we can see it, Fodder can certainly see it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Fodder's, I'm sure, had this opponent well scouted. As Woods gets tossed into the turnbuckles now.
kind of looked like he hit arm first there with the shoulder.
Oh, again there.
I think Fodder would agree with it because he did it a second time, bringing him down to the mat. And while he crushed him down on his side, he landed
Going
on
for
that
pin.
arm.
1, 2. Wait, Fodder going again. 1.
Kick out by Woods.
But look at Fodder staying on 2. Staying right on top.
Aggressively staying on top of those covers. Hook the leg every time, making Josh Woods spend as much energy as he can make him spin.
And look at the way Fodder's dropping his arm on the shoulders. You were talking about that earlier, Steve. We're going for the pin again. 1, 2. Yes, no.
Fodder doing all the right things right now, but right now it's all groundwork.
And that's what needs to be done. Fodder knows if he lets Woods get back up to his feet, Fodder may be on the losing end. Because Woods, he can come from out of nowhere. You see Fodder getting in the head of Josh Woods.
Well, one thing you don't want is an alert, aware Josh Woods. You want to keep him against the ropes. You want to keep him distracted. You want to set some of that pain in. You want to make sure you exhaust him a little bit. And that's so hard to do with a guy so well conditioned. But Fodder doing a very admirable job at the moment as he pulls him into that short arm clothesline.
Yeah, Fodder, and look at the way Fodder's grabbing that wrist. He's not giving, even when he goes for the clothesline, he makes sure to hold on to Josh Woods. Open-handed strike to the midsection of Fodder. Well, those clotheslines are just decimating Josh Woods.
Such a good strategy to take the arm away from Josh Woods.
What?
But Josh Woods catches him, still using that arm, still turns him inside out.
Yeah, but Woods' arm is hurt.
Like we said, you want to take the follow-up away from him. And you see right now that follow-up that was so crisp in the beginning moments of this contest, it's not as crisp right now. It's not as fast.
Yeah, Joshua Woods trying to get the offensive going.
Off the ropes.
And, oh, gets a good splash into that corner. Look at this. Coming in with a head full of steam. Gets a running knee. And Fodder's down.
Throws him out of the corner.
Go
middle of the ring.
1, 2. Yes, no.
And Josh Woods, you see so much of the knowledge on display there. He's not taking Fodder for granted. He could have hit him in that corner and then tried to immediately pin him over there, but he knew, get him away from those ropes. This guy knows what's going on. He doesn't lose focus. He's an animal.
Yeah, he made sure that there was no way that Fodder could get up to the ropes to break the pin. And now Josh Woods, I thought he was going to get Fodder up there. Oh, both men blocking.
So evenly matched.
Can Fodder trying to break free and does. Wait a minute.
Kick to the gut. Knee to the face. He's got him in the front face lock, pulling him up.
And Woods.
Double underhook.
But Fodder just rams Woods straight into the corner. Big battering rams right into that abdominal cavity of Josh Woods.
Josh Woods, though, fighting with the good arm.
Doing anything he can to get out of the corner.
He's running out
Look
of
at the ref,
though.
She finally got, oh, what a clothesline by the Psycho Boy.
Well, he broke it, to be fair. Got to the 5 count. He stepped away for a second. Unfortunately for Woods, Fodder stepped right back in.
What a maniacal look on the face of Fodder as he has Woods up.
Fodder lifting Josh Woods to the top rope, positioning those legs. And Josh Woods might want to wake up right now if he can do it, because this is a problem situation if Fodder nails him.
Yeah, Fodder trying to get off that suplex. But it looks like Woods' legs are extended.
Oh, but to no avail, Fodder nailing the superplex.
And Fodder now, that might be all she wrote for Josh Woods as Fodder begins to use his power.
Oh!
Whoa!
Josh Woods slips behind the rear waistlock, runs him into the corner, picks him back up, rolls through what could have been a pin attempt.
1,
German
2,
suplex, hits the bridge.
That's it.
That was so close.
Yeah, Fodder, was ready to swing around, but may have used his own momentum against him to give Josh Woods that opportunity to break in, put on that German suplex, and throw him back. You see Josh Woods, pure champion, victorious here in Lumberton, North Carolina.